Good afternoon and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Limpa Mupetami. Let's have a look at today's Sport Rep pages. That, of course, is the back story. I will be back, says Sadi de Sosa, as well as the appointment of Kotsia as the rugby women's coach, as well as some rugby action which took place over the weekend, as well as boxing action that was at the Vintu Country Club, and as well as just some local stories as well, with FIFA also organizing a youth course for November. And some youth action also taking place over the weekend, and that is the Inter High, which was a great success. Now, getting into detail with what you can expect rather for today as well, and that of course is the T20 Cricket World Cup, which Namibia is featuring in. Now, Namibia is set to take on Sri Lanka today in their first match at the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup. The World Cup is taking place in Oman and the United Arab Emirates. The Eagles of Namibia will take on Sri Lanka, and the match will start at 4 o'clock, that is. Now, the head coach of the Eagles, Pierre de Bruin, said that they are ready and well prepared to take on Sri Lanka in Group A. Now, we have some footage from player Piqué Yafrance, and this is what he had to say. So have a look at this.
To be honest, I've been maybe playing cricket for the past 21 years. I maybe started when I was 9 or 8, not quite sure, but I started young, fortunately. I started young. You know, I used to play backyard cricket with my brother and friend Yane, so that's how it started for me, and it just went, you know, as I got older. I joined the Cricket Academy, Dion Kotze's Cricket Academy, and I just took it from there. I think at that point in time, I think that was a very important stage as to, you know, harness or just sharpen my skill set in cricket with bat and ball. And that same year, I got selected for the Namibian under 13 national team. And I just took it from stride to stride. Surprisingly, at the under 19 World Cup in Malaysia, we played Sri Lanka as well. So it's a bit of deja vu. It's a bit of deja vu for me. So hopefully this time round it will be in our favor. Stakes are a bit higher this time round. So it will be nice going out again to play against Sri Lanka. I think this time round we're more prepared. We're more prepared. We know the conditions. We know the conditions a bit better. But now we've prepared well. We've done well. All the preparations leading into this tournament are so much better. And all the guys are mentally and physically prepared, so we're looking forward to it tomorrow. We're still excited, we know what to expect, so that's going to be good. Yeah, I'm quite surprised as well as overwhelmed as how far I've come with cricket, but it's been an amazing journey so far. I've learned a lot about myself on and off the field, got to know myself so much better. I've made so many friends on and off the field. Yeah, with cricket, this game really brings you down to earth. It really humbles you, because, you know, one day you can be the hero and the next you're a zero, or, you know, you're the villain. But I've tried to remain level-headed, you know, whether you're performing or not. So, and, you know, my support has predominantly come from my family, my sister, my mother, as well as my brother. You know, I always look up to them, because whether I'm doing well or not, you know, I can rely on them, and they will always be consistent. I think everything has its benefits, you know, being a professional athlete. I think it's just more the flexibility, you know, and the
players, Namibia Eagles, that are taking on Sri Lanka at 4 o'clock today. Of course, that footage, giving credit as well, it's coming from Cricket Namibia as well. Now, football action which took place over the weekend was the MTC NFA Aware Cup, the semi-finals. Now, Civics and Mighty Gunners are going to contest for $500,000 in the grand finale of the MTC NFA Cup on Saturday. Venita, it's Swakopmund. That is, of course, Venita Stadium. On Saturday, the final will take place. Civics reached the final after beating coastal side Blue Waters 5-4 on penalties in a thrilling match at the Ligare Stadium in Khobabes. Now, in the second match of the day, Mighty Gunners beat Young African 4-1 in penalties as well. Now, of course, that was a very, very entertaining match to watch, with supporters coming out in numbers to watch the highly entertaining clash. Now, here's footage from the weekend, as well as the captain of the winning side of Civics, Stanley Newman, just sharing his thoughts after the match, as well as an footage interview with the coach of Mighty Gunners, Gepard Hengari. Have a look at this.
It was a tough one. We went up to extra times. Very tight. All I can say is thanks. Yes! All I can say is thanks to my players. We fight for still the last minute. It will never be an easy one because the strong team is in the final currently. So we have to work extra hard for the weekend. And yeah, hopefully we'll be ready for the final. Thank you.
Coach, congratulations, Mighty Gunners, same venue, Young African 2017. Here you are going to Swakopmund in the final.
Yeah, it was, to be honest, it was a hard-fought battle. It was a hard-fought battle with a young, energetic, young African, motivated by their supporters as well. It was a very hard-fought battle, and then I'm a bit disappointed with my defenders conceding a goal in the last minutes, the equalizer to take us into the extra time. But yeah, it's football. I have to understand. We pick it up from there. But I'm happy that we managed to pick ourselves up and fight back until the last minute. But I'm happy with the boys. It's just 1-2 things that we have to go and rectify, and then we are good to go in the final.
2-0. You were home and dry. What happened there? What went wrong to your team?
You know, it's football. Yes. I told my players, it was loud and clear, that 2-0 is not a good lead. If those guys get a goal, then they will get their motivation back, so their confidence back. So I told them not to give away any single goal. We must keep it that way. If we cannot score the third goal, let's keep it that way. But unfortunately, they managed to slip a goal, and it gave them a lot of confidence. And then in the end, we switch off, and then 2-2. Yeah, it's football, it's happening, but then we have to work on it. It's mistakes, it's happening, but we will work on it. I'm just happy that we didn't slip. We picked ourselves up and said, no, let's fight, it's not over. And then I'm happy with the win.
Another chance at the title, 2013, 2017, and here you are.
Yes, I think this one is ours, because it's always after a 4-year interval. If you can remember well, 2013, 2017, 4 years after, and then 2021 now in the final again after 4 years at the third attempt. I mean, I think we have to go all the way and pick it up this time.
Okay, coach. All the best for that.
Thanks.
Thank you, coach.
Ciao.
Well, of course, looking forward to the final, which will take place in Swakopmund on Saturday. Now, in boxing news, Polish John Njulunimus retained his WBO Africa Super Middleweight title in stunning fashion with a second round knockout victory against Anthony Yarman at the Vinju Country Club on Saturday night. Now, as in their first fight, Njulonimus settled the affair with a vicious hook to the head that sent Yarman crashing to the canvas with no hope of beating the count. Njulonimus is unbeaten in 13 fights. And in rugby news, UNAM will face Wanderers in the final of the Namibia Rugby Union Premier League this coming weekend, after the top two teams both survived testing semi-finals on their home grounds last Saturday. At the UNAM Stadium, the student team emerged winners with a 27-24 score over a very competitive Rehoboth side. Here are highlights from that match.
We welcome you on a sunny mid-October afternoon on the Wanderers sports fields, where FNB Western Suburbs that visiting the host on their home turf. It is FNB Wanderers, and it is a semi-final time in the Namibia Premier League rugby, and they are trying their best to qualify for a place in the final. Gino Wilson, he leads his men on the field. Western Suburbs, FNB Western Suburbs, who crossed the bypass, the Western bypass to the eastern side. There they come, Christopher van der Merwe, the 8th man. He's in front there for Wanderers. He's their captain, long-standing captain already there, with a lot of experience. And it was semi-final time, so bonus points, they didn't matter. It didn't matter if you want to win the game or not. And it's Jan Wesselmeyer, flyer for Wanderers. He kicked it from right in front of the post. He kicked it over for 3 points, and it was Wanderers. They were leading 3 points to 0 here. Here was Mr. Oscar Lambert. He just conferring with the assistant referee if it was a try or not a try. He said try time for Western Suburbs. This was Gino Wilson, the captain. He scored a try right in the corner. Didn't make it easy for Justin Nell, his kicker. But Justin Nell from the sideline comes forward, head down. Then he lifts his head, got swing through, and he made no fault with this one. And it was 7-3, Jan Wesselmeyer. From an angle, bit of an angle, not too far out, he kicked it again, and it was 7-6. 7-6 was the score at this stage. And now it's Justin Nell again, from about 41 meters out, not from an angle. And Justin Nell, he stands, and he comes forward now. Good kick, sliced the post from far out, and it was 10-6, it was Western Suburbs. Now they come with high intensity, their tails are in the air. Here they come now, Western Suburbs. There was something on from them, but it wasn't not to be. JC Krelin, he intercepted it and ran most of the field. He ran for a try right in the corner. The Western Suburbs guys just couldn't caught up with him. And Jan Wesselmeyer from the sideline again. No fault. And he's threw them down. Justin Nell, as he's turn again now, he comes forward. Justin Nell comes forward. Very good kick from right in front. Sliced the post again for a 3-pointer. Wanderers, they were knocking, and Suburbs, they were defending like mad now. There was something on from them. Jan Wesselmeyer, he spread it wide. And there was actually a guy over the line there. I think it was Eric Strauss, but it was not to be, because there was a forward pass just earlier. And Mr. Oscar Lambert, he was playing advantage. Jan Wesselmeyer from right in front of the post again. He took the 3 points. He said, thank you very much. We're in front anyway. And he took the 3 points for Wanderers. Wanderers, they were the quite the best team of the day, and there you see it also 2013, 1 try each, and Wanderers booked their place in the final. There you see the lock, that's how they ended, and that's how they ended on the lock also. After semi-finals, UNAM and Wanderers, they are the teams through to the finals.
In netball news, that is, Afrocat Lions won the Commerce Super 10 Netball League over the weekend. The team collected 42 points in total. Wanderers took second place with 36 points, whereas Tigers came third with 27 points. In the final two matches they played on Saturday, Afrocat Lions beat Tigers 47-35, as well as beating Afrocat Lions 2 37-30. Now, with that netball news, let's take a break, and then once we get back, we'll be joined in studio by Rivaldo Kavanga from Spotify.
Welcome back to yet another rejuvenated segment of Spotify. My name is Rivaldo Kavanga, and today I'll be taking you through quite an exciting and sporty show. Firstly, we'll look at the 4th annual Inter-High between Windhoek High School and Windhoek Gymnasium, which was such a great success. The school showed up, competed, and showed us a great sporting action between the two schools. Some of the eye-catching results were the netball under 19A, in which Windhoek Gymnasium won by 45-38. The first team basketball match, in which Windhoek High School emerged victorious by winning 32-31, which was quite a tight match. The under 19 soccer match that saw Windhoek High win by 3-2, as well as the under 19 rugby, in which Windhoek Gymnasium also won by 26-24. All the matches were really tight, as both schools proved to be competitive. You can now see the results displayed on the screen, and if you want more information on the Inter-High, do grab today's copy of the Sport Rap publication, which is in today's Namibian Sun, Republican and Algemeine Zeitung newspapers. We'll now also see some footage of the cultural activities as well as the soccer match between the two schools, and get to hear what some of the learners had to say about the Inter-High. Stay tuned for that footage.
I'm Tanira Yillis, and I just did poetry. I gave poetry today. We are this crowd. Red, black, and white. We can get fight. Red, black, white. We can get fight.
Okay, time's up. Can you please present your answers? Unfortunately, not so.
We pledge ourselves to never relinquish our clear goals. Logos, pathos, ethos. Logos, pathos, ethos. Take my hand, I won't let you go. I'll be your friend, I will love you so deeply. I will be the one to kiss you.
that validation. It has made me crave that academic validation, and it has made me lose my identity. When school becomes not being about learning, but becoming about memorization, I think that's where it falls short. I think that our school system is flawed. I think that it should be changed. I think it should be about learning the subjects you want to learn about.
That's just trash. It's trash.
Check. Many video's maak van mensen wat vloggen.
Ja.
Ja, je moet niet vloggen.
Wow.
But you know, it's done now.
That country cannot conscript you. That country's laws do not apply to you. So because of that, you are a guest in that country. Right? The citizens are the ones that have social contact with the state. But if that state says only people that are wearing blue shirts and that are fully vaccinated and who have the first name of like Dirk can come into the country, it's fully their right to do that because they don't owe you anything.
Hi, my name is Shakespeare Jarakan. We played for the match under 15 soccer team in University, but unfortunately we lost. And it was a good game. We played as a team, and it's life. Yeah, hope for next time.
Why is it bad?
I don't know what can take stuff with this stuff. What they think? Take that ball. How is so civilized work?
Past weekend at the Inter High, as we saw Windhoek Gymnasium and Windhoek High go head to head. I mean, the two schools showed up, proved, and were competitive. Now, moving on to tennis news, our under-12 tennis team went out for the ITF CAT South African Junior Tennis Competition and were ranked second at the competition overall. The team made strides by defeating teams such as Botswana in the singles and doubles, by beating Malawi in the singles and losing in the doubles, which of course was quite sad, by bringing the fight to Zimbabwe in the doubles. The team of 6 will be making their appearance in Morocco for the African Junior Championships in early December. Quite exciting strides from the under-12 teams, and we wish them all the best as they go to Morocco for the African Junior Championships in December. We had quite a sporting weekend this weekend and such a busy and actionable weekend, but that is it from Spotify. See you again on Thursday as we focus on what is to come during the weekend as we see youth sports return in full capacity and in full blast. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We now move over to Limba in the next studio.
And succeed with PST Bet.
So, where were we?
PST Bet. You play, we pay. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Well, of course, thank you so much, Rivaldo, for coming through with that youth content, just showing that youth sports is quite alive and well. Now, the weekend results of the English Premier League. On Sunday, Tottenham beat Newcastle 3-2. Everton beat West Ham 1-0. And on Saturday as well, just some of the matches which took place on Saturday, Manchester United beaten 4-2 by Leicester. Manchester City beat Burnley 2-0. And of course, Liverpool outclassed Watford 5-0. Now tonight, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Arsenal have won their last 7 Premier League home matches that they have played on Monday, scoring 15 goals and just conceding twice. Palace are unbeaten in their last 3 Premier League matches at Arsenal, that is. So today's clash is going to be quite a thriller. Now, after the weekend matches, Chelsea leads the log with 19 points, followed in second by Liverpool on 18, and Manchester City sitting in third place with 17 points. Now, of course, tonight's match, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, is of course going to shake up the log a little bit, and with a lot of Arsenal fans, of course, hoping that Arsenal can just show some dominance in today's clash against Crystal Palace. Now, whilst we're talking about football, PST Bet is waiting for you to make those football bets. Predict and stand a chance to win big. Visit their website and follow the instructions. Quite easy instructions to follow. All you need to have is some cash in your account, and then you can make those predictions. Now, you could also be part of the social corporate responsibility program. Now, every Monday, PST Bet picks someone in need and donates money to help with their struggle. Now, this week, they're giving away $2,000 to Jaina Bilaver of Chumeb, who lost her job and is struggling with her 3 children. Now, also, if you are in need or know someone who might need help, email them on csr@pstbet.com detailing your struggle. Now, with that, we've come to the end of today's show. Please do catch us again on Thursday as we bring you a preview show of what you can expect over the weekend.
Yeah, same here. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I don't even know it. Small town pets and growing up in a vintage lifestyle. It's actually so. There's a lot about this that I can tell you, but actually, like.
Can you please change the channel to football?
The lifestyle, the capital.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
Oh wow! It went on and on.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
That's like.
And Bones! The effort is good. And the goal. He's not shy of shooting. Oh, right! And you can see why. That is sensational.
Win big with Premier Sports Trading. Visit pstbet.com, create an account, place your bet and win. Get your game going and succeed with PST Bet.
Final minute!